Hello, my name is Tyler Berger, and today we're going to talk about OSHA and their electrical safety standards. OSHA is the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, and they've set up a few goals for themselves. They want to establish safe working conditions for all workers. They want to enforce those standards, and to that end, they provide training, outreach, education, and assistance to workers and employers so that they can be better informed on what those standards are and so that everybody knows what their rights are. The various standards that apply specifically to electrical engineering are general industry subparts I, R, and S, which cover a wide variety of things. It covers personal protective equipment, covers generation, covers transmission, distribution, and other electrical equipment. And then there's also construction industry subpart K and V, which covers power transmission, distribution with other electrical equipment, and that's for the people that go out and actually repair electrical equipment that you see on the side of the road all the time. And then, depending on where you are, maritime subparts L and G may also apply. And those mostly cover electric machine and battery charging and changing within the context of being in or around water and the extra precautions that need to be taken as a result of that. Some of the common dangers that OSHA has set out for electrical engineers may seem pretty obvious, but they need to be taken into consideration nonetheless. Avoid contact with live power lines and even power lines that aren't live, because they could come back online at any time. Beware of electrical outlets that don't have a ground fault protection, and other devices that don't have ground fault protection. And then also never use any of your equipment improperly. Only use your equipment as it was designed to be used, because otherwise some various dangers could become present that are easily avoidable. OSHA has provided some basic tips to help avoid those basic dangers. Always inspect your equipment before energizing it. Never assume wires are safe to touch. Always stay at least 10 feet away from overhead wires. And obviously, don't work on equipment you're not qualified to. These basic tips just apply to everyone, some more than others, but they help to reduce needless injury and should always be taken into account when you're on the job. Some of the most common violations that OSHA sees with relation to the electrical engineering industry are hazard communication, respiratory protection, the control of hazardous energy, and machinery and machine guarding. Hazard communication is just the clear labeling of what is dangerous in the work environment and the failure to do so. Respiratory protection is just making sure that for people that need it, have breathing masks, and then also for in case of emergency that they're provided. Control of hazardous energy is pretty self-explanatory, with making sure that the power is well controlled and a failure to do so is a violation. And then making sure the machinery is properly guarded, just having basic safety features, and not having those safety features is also a violation. So what should you do if you spot a safety violation? After working with your company to try and resolve the issue internally, if that doesn't work, and maybe if the violation is severe enough, before you do that, you should file a safety and health complaint with OSHA, and you can just do that on their website. And they will send out an inspector to review the case. And if you feel that you've been retaliated against in any way in response to taking an action like that, you can file a whistleblower complaint, and that will let OSHA know that you think that you've been unfairly terminated, or the company has taken some unfair action against you as a result of you reporting things about that company or failing to do various things in the company that you believe are unethical.